They say you are what you eat. But what if what's on your plate is actually accelerating your aging, increasing your risk of disease, and even shortening your life? For decades, we've been told that meat is an essential part of a healthy diet. It's packed with protein, iron, and vital nutrients that our bodies need, especially as we get older. But now new research is raising some serious questions. Is eating meat after 70 a recipe for a longer, stronger life? Or is it death on a plate? Could your daily steak or bacon actually be harming your heart, your brain, and your lifespan? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. In recent years, studies have linked red and processed meats to heart disease, inflammation, and even dementia. Some experts say that cutting back, or even eliminating meat, could be the key to longevity. Others argue that meat is one of the most nutrient-dense foods available, and that seniors actually need more protein, not less. So which is it? Is meat an essential part of a healthy aging diet, or is it doing more harm than good? Should seniors cut it out completely, or is there a way to enjoy it safely? Today, we're diving deep into the science, the myths, and the real facts about eating meat after 70. We'll break down the risks, the benefits, and the best diet strategies for longevity. Stick around to the end, because what you learn today might just change the way you eat forever. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more content on aging wisely. And now, let's get to the truth. Section 1. The case against meat. Let's start with the bad news. If you're over 70, eating too much meat, especially red and processed meats, could be putting your health at serious risk. Studies have consistently linked high meat consumption to chronic diseases like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even certain cancers. But why? What exactly is it about meat that makes it potentially dangerous for seniors? One of the biggest concerns is saturated fat and cholesterol. Red meats like beef, pork, and lamb contain high amounts of saturated fat, which can contribute to high cholesterol levels. As we age, our arteries naturally become less flexible, making us more prone to heart disease. A diet high in saturated fat can speed up this process by promoting plaque buildup in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Then there's inflammation, a key driver of aging and disease. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli meats contain preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, which have been linked to increased inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is associated with conditions like arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, and even cancer. Speaking of Alzheimer's, there's growing evidence that a high-meat diet could be linked to cognitive decline. Research from institutions like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic suggests that diets high in saturated fats may contribute to an increased risk of dementia. One theory is that excessive meat consumption leads to higher levels of amyloid plaques in the brain, which are commonly found in Alzheimer's patients. And we can't ignore cancer risk. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning there's strong evidence that they cause cancer. Red meats are classified as Group 2A, meaning they are probably carcinogenic. Colon cancer in particular has been linked to high consumption of red and processed meats. Another issue? Kidney function. Many seniors already have reduced kidney function due to aging or conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. A high-protein diet, especially one rich in red meat, can put extra strain on the kidneys, potentially leading to kidney disease progression. So, does this mean all meat is bad? Should seniors stop eating it altogether? Not necessarily. There's another side to this debate, and it's just as important to consider. Section 2. The case for meat. Now, before you swear off steak forever, let's talk about why some experts argue that meat is actually essential for healthy aging. One of the biggest concerns for seniors is muscle loss. After the age of 50, we naturally start losing muscle mass in a process called sarcopenia. This isn't just about looking frail. It directly affects mobility, balance, and independence. Muscle loss increases the risk of falls, fractures, and long recovery times after injuries. By the time we reach 70, this process accelerates, making it even harder to maintain strength. This is where protein comes in. Meat is one of the best sources of high-quality, complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids needed to repair and build muscle. While plant proteins can be beneficial, they often lack some amino acids, requiring careful meal planning to get the full spectrum. Seniors who don't consume enough protein are more likely to experience weakness, fatigue, and difficulty recovering from illness or surgery. But protein isn't the only important factor. Another crucial nutrient found in meat is vitamin B12. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing B12, and this deficiency can lead to fatigue, memory problems, nerve damage, and even depression. Unlike other vitamins, B12 is almost exclusively found in animal products, making it difficult for seniors who eliminate meat to maintain adequate levels. Some plant-based foods are fortified with B12, but absorption rates can vary, leaving some seniors at risk for deficiency. Then there's iron, a mineral essential for carrying oxygen in the blood. Iron deficiency, or anemia, is especially common in older adults and can cause weakness, dizziness, shortness of breath, and cognitive impairment. While iron is present in both plant and animal foods, the body absorbs heme iron, found only in meat, much more efficiently than non-heme iron from plant-based sources. Seniors who avoid meat completely may struggle to maintain optimal iron levels, leading to chronic fatigue and increased risk of infections. What about the claim that meat is bad for your heart? It's true that processed meats and excessive red meat consumption have been linked to heart disease and high cholesterol. However, this doesn't mean that all meat is harmful. Lean meats, like chicken, turkey, and fish, have been associated with better cardiovascular health. Fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel, are particularly beneficial because they are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and support brain function, making them one of the best choices for older adults. Additionally, zinc, another important mineral found in meat, plays a key role in immune function and wound healing. Seniors with low zinc levels are more prone to infections, slow-healing wounds, and weakened immunity. So, does this mean seniors should eat as much meat as they want? Not quite. The real key is balance, portion control, and choosing the right kinds of meat. Instead of eliminating meat completely, seniors should focus on high-quality sources like lean poultry, grass-fed beef, and omega-3 rich fish, while cutting back on processed and high-fat meats. Ultimately, meat can be part of a healthy aging diet, but it should be eaten wisely, as part of a diet rich in vegetables, whole grains, and other nutrient-dense foods. Section 3. What should seniors eat instead? If you're over 70 and wondering whether you should keep eating meat, here's the bottom line. It's not about eliminating meat entirely. It's about making smarter choices that support your health and longevity. As we age, our nutritional needs change, and it's essential to adapt our diets accordingly. Fortunately, there are plenty of healthy alternatives to red and processed meats that can still provide all the nutrients we need while reducing our risk for disease. First and foremost, cut back on processed meats. This includes bacon, hot dogs, sausages, and deli meats. While these foods might be convenient and tasty, they come with a lot of downsides. Processed meats are often packed with sodium, nitrates, and unhealthy fats, all of which increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even cancer. In fact, the World Health Organization has classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning there is strong evidence linking them to cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. If you regularly consume processed meats, it's time to reconsider and look for alternatives that are lower in sodium and preservatives. Second, swap red meat for leaner options. While it's not necessary to eliminate meat altogether, choosing lean meats is a smart move, especially as you age. Instead of fatty cuts of beef or pork, opt for lean poultry like chicken or turkey, which are lower in saturated fat. Fish is another excellent choice. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel are particularly beneficial due to their high content of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are essential for reducing inflammation, improving heart health, and supporting brain function. These fish also provide protein, which is crucial for maintaining muscle mass, something that declines naturally as we age. Third, prioritize plant-based proteins. Even if you're not ready to go fully vegetarian or vegan, adding more plant-based proteins to your diet can provide a host of benefits. Foods like lentils, beans, tofu, and quinoa are excellent sources of protein that come with additional fiber, antioxidants, and essential vitamins. The beauty of plant-based proteins is that they tend to be lower in saturated fat and higher in fiber, both of which contribute to improved digestion, reduced inflammation, and better overall health. Not to mention, plant-based proteins can help reduce the risk of chronic conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. Try swapping out 1 or 2 meat-based meals a week for a hearty plant-based alternative, such as a lentil stew or a quinoa salad with roasted vegetables. Additionally, focus on a balanced plate. Incorporating more vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats into your meals is just as important as the protein source. Fill half your plate with leafy greens and other colorful vegetables, which are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Include whole grains like brown rice, oats, and whole wheat bread for sustained energy and fiber, which can help regulate blood sugar levels. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil support brain health and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamins A, D, E, and K. Finally, watch portion sizes. You don't have to quit meat completely, but portion control is key. Rather than making meat the center of every meal, aim to fill up on vegetables, grains, and legumes, and use smaller portions of meat as a side dish or seasoning. Try to limit red meat to a few times a week, and focus on using lean cuts of meat when you do indulge. This helps ensure that you're getting enough protein without overwhelming your body with excess saturated fat or cholesterol. By making smarter choices, you can still enjoy the benefits of meat while also protecting your health. As you age, it's essential to focus on nutrient-dense, whole foods that support your body's changing needs. A well-rounded, balanced diet that includes a variety of protein sources, plenty of vegetables, and healthy fats will help you maintain your vitality, boost your energy, and lower the risk of chronic diseases. So, should seniors stop eating meat? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. It's important to recognize that meat does have undeniable health benefits, particularly for seniors. Meat is an excellent source of high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and minerals like B12, iron, and zinc, which are vital for maintaining muscle mass, brain function, and overall well-being as we age. But as with everything in life, it's all about finding the right balance. Excessive consumption of meat, especially processed and red meats, can come with serious health risks, such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and certain cancers. The key is moderation and making smart choices when it comes to the types of meat you consume. It's not necessary to completely cut meat out of your diet, but it's important to be mindful of the kinds of meats you're eating and how much you're consuming. Opting for lean meats like chicken, turkey, and fish, particularly fatty fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, is a healthier approach. Additionally, prioritizing plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, tofu, and quinoa can provide your body with the necessary nutrients without the added health risks associated with excessive meat intake. Portion control also plays a significant role. Making meat a side dish rather than the main attraction on your plate can help you maintain a balanced diet that promotes longevity and overall health. Incorporating a variety of nutrient-dense foods, including vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, is essential for ensuring that your diet is well-rounded and supports optimal health as you age. A more diverse diet filled with antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables can help combat inflammation, support brain health, and boost your immune system, all of which are especially important in later years. Ultimately, the decision about whether or not to eat meat after 70 is a personal one. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Some seniors may find that including moderate amounts of meat in their diet supports their health, while others may prefer to rely more heavily on plant-based sources of protein. The important thing is to be mindful of your body's needs, listen to your health professionals, and make choices that work best for you. What do you think? Are you planning to cut back on meat, or do you believe it's an essential part of a healthy diet? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to age wisely and healthily, Be sure to like and subscribe for more content on living your best life at every age. See you in the next one. And remember, aging doesn't mean slowing down. It means learning how to thrive in your wisdom years.